Unit 1, Chapter 1, Understanding Diversity. Look around you in the classroom. Do you see anyone who looks exactly like you do? In this chapter, you will learn that people are different from each other in many ways. Not only do they look different, but they might also belong to different regional, cultural, or religious backgrounds. These differences enrich our lives in many ways and also make them more fun. All these different people who come from all kinds of backgrounds and belong to all kinds of religions and cultures help to make India so interesting and so diverse. What does diversity add to our lives? How did India become like this? Are all kinds of difference a part of diversity? Can diversity also be a part of unity? Read this chapter to find some answers. Three children around your age have drawn the figures above. Use the empty box to draw your human figure. In your drawing, similar to any of the others, the changes are that your drawing is quite different from the other three, which you can see are quite different from each other. This is because each one of us has a unique drawing style. We not only don't look exactly like each other but also differ in terms of the language we speak, our cultural backgrounds, the religious rituals we observe, and of course, the way we draw. Now ask your teacher to help you check how many of you have similar answers. Is there anyone whose list matches yours exactly? Probably not. But many of you may have similar answers. How many like reading the same kind of books? How many different languages are spoken by the students in your class? By now, you must have recognized the many ways in which you are quite like something of your classmates and other ways in which you are different from them. Making friends. Do you think it would be easy for you to make friends with someone who was very difficult from you? Read the following story and think about this. I had meant it as a joke made up for a small ragged boy who sold newspapers at the Janpath crossing at the busy intersection. Every time I cycled past, he would run after me, holding out the English paper and screaming out the evening's headlines in a mixture of Hindi and English words. This time I stopped by the pavement and asked for the Hindi paper. His mouth fell open. You mean you know Hindi? He asked. Of course, I said as I paid for the paper. Why? What do you think? He paused, but you look so angry. He said, You mean you can even read Hindi? Of course I can. I said this time, a little impatiently. I can't I can speak, read and write Hindi. Hindi is one of the subjects I study in school. Subjects? He asked. How could I explain what a subject was to someone who had never been to school? Well, it is something I began, but the lights changed and the honking behind me grew 100-fold, and I let myself be pushed along with the rest of the traffic. The next day he was there again, smiling at me and holding out a Hindi paper. भाई भैया, he said, आपका अखबार. अब बताइए यह सब्जेक्ट क्या चीज है? The English word sounded strange on his tongue. It sounded like its other meaning it's in English to be ruled by someone else. Oh, it is just something to study, I said, and then because the red light had come on, I asked him, have you ever been to school? Never, he answered, and he added proudly, I began working when I was so high. He measured himself against my cycle seat. First, my mother used to come with me, but I can do it all alone. Where is your mother now? I asked, but then the lights changed and I was off. I heard him yell from somewhere behind me. She's in Meerut with the rest was drowned out. My name is Samir, he said, and next day, he said the next day, and very shyly he asked, what is yours? It was incredible. My bicycle wobbled. My name is Samir too, I said. What? His eyes lit up. Yes, I grinned at him. It is another name for ha, human, human father. You know. So now you are Samir E.K. and I am Samir Do. He said triumphantly. Something like that, I answered, and then I held out my hand. Haath milao, Samir do. His hand nestled in mine, like a little bird. I could still feel its warmth as I cycled away. The next day, he did not have his usual smile for me. There is trouble in Meerut, he said. Many people are being killed there in the riots. I looked at the headlines. Communal riots, it blazed. But Samir, I began. I am a Muslim, Samir, he said in answer, and all my people are in Meerut. His eyes filled with tears, and when I touched his shoulder, he would not look up. He was neither not cross at the crossing the day after, neither the day after nor ever again, and no newspaper in English or Hindi can tell me where my Samir Do had gone. The lights changed by Poli Sengupta named three ways in which Samir Ek and Samir Do were different. These differences prevent them from becoming friends, while Samir AK is more familiar with English, Samir Do speaks Hindi. Although they both are more at home in different languages, they still communicated with each other. They made the effort to do so because this was what was important to them. Samir Ek and Samir Do also come from different religions and cultural backgrounds, where Samir EK is a Hindu, Samir Do is a Muslim. Different religions and cultural backgrounds such as these are an aspect of. In addition to their diverse religions and cultural backgrounds, there are other ways in which Samir Ek and Samir Do are different from each other. For example, while Samir Ek goes school, Samir Do sells newspapers. Make a list of festivals that might have been celebrated by the two boys, Samir Ek, Samir Do. Can you think of a situation in which you made friends with someone who was very different from you? Write a story that describes this. Discuss. Why do you think Samido did not attend school? Do you think it would have been easy for him to attend school if he wanted to? In your opinion, it is a fair situation that some children get to go to school and others don't. Samido did not have the opportunity to attend school. Perhaps you have noticed that there are several people in the area where you live who are poor and who don't have enough to eat or wear and sometimes not even a place to live. This difference is not the same as the one we have seen earlier. Here we are talking not of difference but of inequality. Inequality comes about when a person does not have the resources and opportunities uh, that are available to other persons. The caste system is another example of inequality. According to this, society was divided into different groups depending upon the work that people did, and they were supposed to remain in those groups. So, if your parents were potters, you could only become a potter, nothing else. This system was considered irreversible, and because you were not supposed to change your profession, it was not considered necessary for you to know anything more than what you needed in your profession. This created a situation of inequality. You will read more about this and other inequalities in the following chapter. What does diversity add to our lives? Just like Samir Ek and Samido became friends, you might have some friends who are very different from you. You have probably eaten different kinds of food in their homes, celebrated different festivals with them, tried out the clothes they wear, and learned some of their languages as well. Make a list of the food that you have eaten from different parts of India. Make a list of the languages besides your mother tongue that you can speak at least one or two words of. You probably like reading and hearing stories and adventures about different animals, people, and even ghosts. Perhaps you even enjoy making up stories yourself. Many young people feel happy when they really a good story, but because it gives them lots of ideas to make up more stories. People who write stories get their ideas from all sorts of different places, from books and real life and from their imagination. Some may have lived in forests close to animals and chosen to write of their flights and friendships. Other real other read real accounts of kings and queens and wrote stories about love and honor. Some dipped into their own childhood memories of school and friends and wrote stories of adventure. Imagine if all the storytellers and writers that you have heard and read so far were forced to live in a place where all people wore the same two colors, red uh, and white. I ate the same food, maybe potatoes, took care of the some two animals, for example, the deer and the cat, and to entertain themselves played snakes and ladders. What kind of stories do you think they would write? Imagine that you are a writer or an artist who lives in the place described above. Either write a story or draw a picture of your life here. Do you think you would enjoy living in a place like this? List 5 different things that you would miss the most in if you lived here. Diversity in India. India is a country of many diversities. We speak different languages, have various type of food, celebrate different festivals, practice different religions. But actually, if you think about it, we do many things that are similar, except that we do them in different ways. How do we explain diversity? A little more than 200 years ago, or long before the train, aeroplane, bus, or car became a part of our lives, people traveled from one part of the world to another in ships, on horses, on camels, or on foot. Often they were in search of new lands or new places to settle in, or for people to trade with, and because it took so long to travel, once they got to a place, people stayed there, often for a long time. Many others left their homes because they were famines and drought, and they could not get enough to eat. Some went in search of work, while others left because there was a war. Sometimes, as they began to make their homes in new places, people began to change a little, and at other times they managed to do things in the old ways. So the languages, food, music, religions become a mix of the old and the new, and out of this intermixing of culture cultures came something new and different. The history of many people shows us how many different cultural influences have helped to shape little and culture there. Thus religions become very diverse because of their unique histories. Similarly, diversity also comes about when people adapt their lives to the geographical area in which they live. For example, like living near the sea is quite different from living in a mountain. Not only do people have different clothing and eating habits, but even the kinds of work they do are different. In cities, it is often easy to forget how closely people's lives are tied to their physical surroundings. This is because in the city, people seldom grow their own vegetables and grain. Instead, they depend on the market to buy all the food and other goods that they need. Let us try to understand what we mean when we say the historical and geographical factors influence the diversity of a region. We can do this by reading about life in two different parts of the country, Kerala and Ladakh. Look at the map of India in an atlas and look at Kerala and Ladakh. Can you list three ways in which the different geographical location of these two regions would influence the following: the food people eat, the clothes they wear, the work they do, the dry barren landscape of the mountainous desert of Ladakh. Ladakh is a desert in the mountains in the eastern part of Jammu and Kashmir. Very little agriculture is possible here since the region does not receive any rain and is covered in snow for a large part of the year. There are very few trees that can grow in the region. For drinking water, people depend on the melting snow during the summer months. People here keep sheep and goats. The goats in this region are special because they produce pashmina wool. This wool is prized and pashmina shawls cost a lot of money. The people in Ladakh carefully collect the wool of the goats and sell this to traders from Kashmir. Pashmina shawls are chiefly woven in Kashmir. The people eat meat and milk products like cheese and butter. Each family owns some goats, cows, and dozens yak cows. Being a desert did not mean that Ladakh did not attract its share of traders. It was considered a good trade route as it has many passes through which caravans traveled to what is today called Tibet. These caravans carried textiles and spices, raw silk, and carpets. Buddhism reached Tibet via Ladakh. Ladakh, also called Little Tibet, Islam was introduced in the region more than 400 years ago, and there is a significant Muslim population here. Ladakh has a very rich oral tradition of songs and poems, local versions of the Tibetan songs and poems, local versions of the Tibetan national epic, the Kesar Saga, and performed and sung by both Muslims and Buddhists. Karnataka is a state in the southwest corner of India. It is surrounded. It is surrounded by the sea on one side of and hills on the other, and number of spices like pepper, cloves, and cardamoms and grown are grown on the hills. It is spices that made this region an attractive place for traders. Jewish and Arab traders were the first to come here. The apostle of Christ, St. Thomas, is believed to had come here nearly 2000 years ago, and he is credited with bringing Christianity to India. The boat race is an important part of the Onam festival celebrated in Kerala. Many Arab traders also called and settled down here. Ibn Bat- Battuta, who traveled here a little less than 700 years ago, wrote wrote a travelogue in which he describes the, the lives of Muslims and says that they were a high respected community. The Portuguese discovered the sea route to India from Europe to Vasco da Gama. From India to Europe when Vasco da Gama landed with his ship here. Because of all these various historical influences, people in Kerala practice different religions such as Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, and Buddhism. The fishing nets used here look exactly like the Chinese fishing nets and are called chenawala. Chinawala. Even the utensil used for frying is called the chi- china chatti, and it is believed that the word chin could have come from China. The fertile land and climate are suited to grow rice, and a majority of people here eat rice, fish, and while Kerala and Ladakh are quite different in terms of their geographical features, the history of both regions has seen similar cultural influences. Both regions were influenced by Chinese and Arab traders. It was the geography of Kerala which allowed for the cultural cultivation of spices, and the special geographical location of Ladakh and its wool that drew traders to these regions. Thus, history and geography are often tied in the cultural life of a region. The influence of diverse cultures is not merely a thing of the past. Our present lives are all about moving from place to place for work, and with each move our cultural traditions and way of life slowly become part of the new place where we are in. Similarly, in our own neighborhoods, we live close to people from several communities. Our daily lives are about the ways in which we do things together and hear stories about each other's lives, customs, and traditions. Unity in diversity. India's diversity has always been recognized as a source of its strength. When the British ruled India, women and men from different cultural, religious, and regional backgrounds came together to oppose them. India's freedom movement had thousands of people of different backgrounds in it. In it, they worked together to decide joint actions. They were to jail together, and they found different ways to oppose the British. Interest, interest, Interestingly, the British thought they could divide Indians because they were so different, and and then continue to rule them. But the people showed how they could be different and yet be united in their battle against the British. Don't forget the days of blood. Oh friend, in the mild in the midst of your happiness, remember to shed a tear for us. The hunter has torn away every single flower. Do plant a flower in the desert garden, dear friend. Having fallen the two bullets, we slept in Jallianwala Bagh. Do light a lamp on this lonely grave, O friend. The blood of Hindus and Muslims flows together today. Do soak your robe in this river of blood, dear friend. Some rot in jails while others lie in their graves. Do shed a few tears for them, O friend. Indian People's Theatre Association IPTA. This song was sung after the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in Amritsar, in which a British general opened fire on a large group of unarmed peaceful people, killing many and wounding even more. Men and women, Hindus, Sikhs, and Muslims, rich and poor, had gathered to protest against the British. This song was composed and sung to honor the memory of those brave people.